the Lord of sea and sky. I have heard my people cry, all who dwell in dark and sin.
We're an order that's dedicated to seeking union with God. That's our main raison d'etre, that's our whole purpose of life here. But that's our focus. To do that, we live in community life. We live a life that is very balanced with prayer and with our study, with reading, and with our recreation times together. And that's all. It's a community life which is focused on that great quest for seeking God. And that explains, as Sister said, the mysteriousness of the life, because we've literally created deserts in the city. The old desert hermits used to go out into the city, into the deserts, but we stayed, our founders wanted us to stay in the cities close to people, but maintaining a distance and a separation that would help us to pray and without the distractions of literally the world and people. But of course that doesn't mean we're cut off from people. We're very much involved with people, but in a measured way, in a way that's compatible with our life.
Will say, I who made the stars of night, I will make their darkness bright. Who will bear my light to them? Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. I, the Lord of wind and flame, I will tend the poor and lame. I will set a feast for them, my hand will save. Finest bread I will provide, till their hearts be satisfied. I will give my life to them. Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold
Some would think, looking in, Sister Teresa, that must be quite boring.
I wish it was.
Don't go anywhere. Must be quite boring. What do you say to them?
It's a very full life, and the first thing in the morning, the last thing at night is very full. And the point is, if you want the life, and it's not just the fact we're living here for ourselves, it's the whole world that we are interceding for. We're very conscious of that. And life is only boring and empty if you're sort of empty inside. And if you're boring inside, well, life will be boring and empty. But if you're full of God, searching God, well, how can it be boring when you're on a great adventure? You might say that, you know. And there is the aspect too of not just this life, but look for the life to come too. I mean, that's it. We want as many people to enjoy the life to come with God. You see, that's it. You see, so it's not boring, and we have a variety of occupations, but that's by the by, really. It's the prayer that sustains us, and our hours of prayer together. That's what's the heart of our life. 2 hours of prayer, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. That's the heart of our life.
I'll be quite frank, Sister Teresa. How long have you been behind bars?
63 years, and I'm still loving it, aren't I? They've gone quite quickly, really. Though I look back, it's quite a long stretch of time. It's been some people's lifetime. But 63 years, and they've been very happy years, as you'd imagine, very fulfilled years, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.